Hey, this is Vito from Jersey. How you doing? It's Halloween day, October 30th, 19. I'm showing my 2016. See, here's my Halloween. I got the skull ring on. That's for Halloween. I wear my skull ring for Halloween. You know, what I was thinking of, I see these police officers getting disrespected a lot lately. And I'm thinking about, these people actually think that they have a right to disrespect the police. You don't. You don't have a right to disrespect legal authority. Now, some cops might be jerks. But that's like anybody else. Just like within the church, some priests might be, pedophiles, but not all priests are pedophiles. Not all cops are jerks. See? Not all Italians are in the mafia, right? I mean, it's just the way things are, right? You got to take everybody. Now, but I remember as a kid, right? And it's the parents too. It's the parents. How you raised. Now, I was taught to respect the police when I was a kid. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I've told this story to a lot of people, but I'm going to tell it on YouTube now. I was a kid, and we were in a candy store called Pops. Candy store called Pops, right? And I went in, and this was in Woodridge, New Jersey, probably about 1964, right? I was about 11, 12 years old, probably 11. And I went into the store. I was on my bicycle. I went to the store, and I got a comic book, 10 cents. 10-cent comic book. Now I think comic books are like 2 1/4. But at the time, the comic books, those who know will attest, were 10 cents, right? And I got an egg cream, a chocolate egg cream. Those from North Jersey, Brooklyn, New York will know what egg creams are. Basically, it's a chocolate soda. We used to call them egg creams. There was no egg in it. I don't know why they call it egg cream. However, I got myself a chocolate soda, and I think the chocolate soda was like 25 cents, and the comic book was 10 cents, 35 cents. I was set for the day, So I sat down at the counter. I'm having my chocolate egg cream, and I'm reading my comic book. And these kids came in. I don't know who they were. They were a little older than me. Maybe they were 14, something like that. I was maybe 11 or 12. And they were acting rowdy. So the lady behind the counter asked them to leave. They wouldn't leave. They got a little disrespectful. So there used to be a cop on a beat. His name was Joe Saggio. Everybody knew him. He was a nice guy. My parents, everybody knew everybody, right? Everybody in the neighborhood knew everybody. His name was Joe Saggio. So he comes in, and she said these kids are acting rowdy. So he goes, all right, everybody out. So they left. I didn't leave because I wasn't doing nothing. I didn't even know those kids. So I was sitting there, and he goes to me, what about you? So I said, I didn't do anything. So he says, get out. I said, but I didn't do nothing. He said, I said, get out. I said, I don't even know those kids. I didn't do nothing. He said, I'm going to tell you one more time, get out. I said, but I didn't do nothing. Grabs me by the back of the collar, pulls me off the chair, and gives me a kick in the ass. He kicked me so hard, I almost started to cry. I couldn't even sit on my bike. My ass hurt. He really stuck his foot up my ass, So I rode my bike home. I was so mad, So my father was sitting there reading a newspaper. I walked in the house. He goes, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? So I told him what happened. You know what he said? He said, I guess the next time a cop tells you to move, you'll move, won't you? See, there's the difference. Nowadays, they'd be up at the police station. You put your hand on my kid. Who are you? Who's this cop that touched my child? You got to kick. When I was a kid, anybody could hit you. Anybody. Your parents could hit you. Your grandparents could hit you. Your aunts and uncles could hit you. The cops could hit you. The teachers could hit you. Yeah, when I was a kid, the teachers could hit you across the hand with a ruler, the nuns. I don't know, Mrs. Quattrochi. Vito's falling behind in penmanship. Of course, he's crippled. You chopped his fingers off. I'll tell you more stories about that. But I got to save these for these videos. I got to save all these stories. However, that's the difference. You knew When I was a kid, you knew you weren't going to get any satisfaction. Nowadays, these kids, they spit at you. Give you the finger. Screw you. Man, could you imagine? I remember one time we were playing stickball, right? And I was pretty good. So this one kid he was on the opposite team. We used to play the blocks, 9th Street, played 10th Street, shit like that. So this kid, Derek Howard, he didn't want me to play because he was on the other team because I was good. So he told my father that I said, this guy Tom Brennan lived next door, he said that I said Tom Brennan was a shit. I didn't say it. He made it up. He told my father. My father made me stay in the house the whole Saturday just on the word that I might have disrespected the neighbor. Maron, did I get this kid? When I got out the next day, I hunted him down. Well, anyway, so that's my take for today. October 30th. Halloween. The Death Head. This Death Head said, as you are, I once was. As I am, you shall be. See? Time flies. Remember death. Vito from Jersey, you tell me what you think. Ciao.